Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. 26th of May 2005, Istanbul, and one of the most famous of all famous comebacks in football, and this man was its catalyst.
Well, come to think of it, Peter, he has a fair share of famous comebacks over his career, but if you think context, this has to be it.
3-0 down at half-time, and his header just after the break sparked that extraordinary miracle against one of Europe's finest teams, finest defences. It is, of course, big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Haaland. And he cuts out the supply. Ljungberg. Can he finish? And it's slung out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now he's off and running. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Marino. Tonali. Rice. Oh, good-looking ball. Looking tidy in possession here. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Lovely bit of skill. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
That has not gone well. Van Dijk.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rashford. And that has been clubbed away. But they've got it again. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. There's the shot! And he's found the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger.
Terrific header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ljungberg. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Rashford in acres of space out wide. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. Good effort from distance. Robertson. Rice. Alexander-Arnold puts his foot on the gas. Bernardo Silva. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. Played back to the goalkeeper. Ruben Dias. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Torres. Fernando, real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. There's a sharp little ball here. Lofted it, he gets big! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Merino. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through, delivers with whip. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a pretty loose pass. Aims beyond the defence. Lobbed in behind. Oh, that's clever. And he's managed to get free. That's a sharp pass. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Chance! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to...
And he shoots! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Merino.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Haaland! Haaland! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Guardiola. Gerrard. Ball played for Rashford. Decent progress down the left. And this is Bernardo Silva. And he's heaved it away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played out wide. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Backward it goes, and a shot! That's another chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Van Nistelrooy clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The ball goes in. Deftly away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's one-on-one, and the shot! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 18.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Tries to pass it through.
And
Van Nistelrooy! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution.
Van Dijk. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can. And
goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden.
Tries from distance. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Makelele brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is good strength. Makelele deals with that comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a little off target. Ødegaard, looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. He slings it in, takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played into space. Can he get it through? That's a lovely, delicate pass. Done delicately. Haaland! Pinged towards the front line. Ødegaard could move up a gear here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Matheus Cunha. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Chelsea needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Ødegaard. Gerrard. Now it's Foden.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
A header! They've done it! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
He's tried one!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Alexander-Arnold is offering a wry smile there.
And that should get the job done. Time added on, 4 minutes. Torres gets into a good position. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that certainly packed a punch. The message is simple, defend this with your lives. They've played it short. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lofted upfield, not the most accurate pass. It is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
We're expecting traffic to be heavy
So
after the
90
final
minutes
whistle
couldn't
today.
produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Van Dijk. Number 8.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Number 16.
Chelsea pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Now the ball in. And it's hoisted clear. He won't be happy with that one. Picked out. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Shoots! Holland! That is brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? A decent chance! No mistake! A moment that matters and some. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Haaland! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Alisson herring after the ball here.
Foden. This is the time you need that pace.
He's found a way through. Makalele does well to stand up to him. And he's in on goal. And a chance! Oh, he's been caught. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space. Half-time, extra time.
Volunteers for each block.
Well, it
Please
has been
report
a
to the
punishing
staff room
game, both
immediately.
physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And here's Haaland. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out towards the flank. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Foden tries to play it through. Good read, needed to be. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Rooney. That has been cut short. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Joao Felix. And he plays one through. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He'll try to keep this... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Tries the cut back. And he's well positioned here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.